What up, what up? I went on a trip to New England towards the end of 2024 to get away from the big gloomy city and indulge in that warm New England sun. For this trip, I brought along my trusty Mamiya RB67 with a 127mm f3.8 lens and then a 65mm f4.5 lens, kind of for those wider angle shots. I also packed along my light leaking Canon P, and on that is a 35mm f1.8 Canon lens. You ready for an adventure?
I'm so ready. And we're packed.
First couple stops were in the city of Worcester, Massachusetts, just because we were staying there for the night on our way to Maine. And the first place I went to was a local hospital where they had some of my photos up, and that was pretty cool to see in person. We also then went to a coffee shop to meet up with some local artists and to fuel up on some caffeine before we left. I spent too much money, man. What else could you spend money on? I like... What is that?
So the ube? No, the taro.
After slamming a Vietnamese banh mi and some spring rolls, we headed north. I really wanted to get some night shots in this night, so we just kind of dropped all of our things and headed out. You could really see that Canon 35mm flare showing up in this one. Kind of didn't check the weather before we left, but we realized it was going to be very foggy in New England this weekend. We also didn't stay out too long because we realized later that our Airbnb was right next to a bog, so it just smelled like hot garbage outside whenever we went out. We all take some bad ones sometimes. Oh shit, this is a photo. And indeed a photo it was. I love the warmth that Kodak Gold brought to the grass in this piece, because as you could see it was a pretty gloomy day. I only wish I could have gotten a little bit higher just to get a different vantage point, but I was already standing on a rock and I couldn't do much more than that. If you didn't know, G and I are diner fanatics, so we had to check out the Maine diner. We got a couple recommendations to go to it, so we put it on our list for our first full day there. And I had to say what up to my favorite Italian chef. Just press the, oh, you can't press it. The homie G is also shooting film here. They have a Pentax MX and are shooting a Candido 800. But sometimes, you know, they take a little while to frame up the shot and take it. So I had a little fun when I was reloading and waiting for them to finish.
Bro, get in. If you get in this car, I'm gonna be less mad at you.
We also checked out a couple antique and thrift stores around the area, but once I did my round and didn't see a Hasselblad 500C, I kind of just left and went outside to shoot some photos. Should G get it?
So cute.
Then we finally made our way to Portland. It was a little chillier than we thought it was going to be, so G made me put away my bikini. And we just settled for our coats and some film grain. This is like incredibly foggy. There was something so eerie about being so close to the water but just not being able to see it. I don't know, I kind of dig it. These photos really capture that eeriness though. Yeah, I'm just shooting around. Oh my god, they're magnet. Yeah, that's so cool. Nice. Yeah, bullshit. This is good. She's not so. What motherfuckers do out here?
Oh, that's the street name.
This place is mad dark, bro.
Too dark.
So it was still pretty early, so we got some coffee, but it was so dark out and I was shooting low ISO film, so I decided to just put my cameras away. That's a photo. But G kept shooting because they had 800 ISO film. Surprise photo. And we just kind of walked around town going towards the piers and stuff.
Sorry, I moved.
When we got back to the Airbnb later that night, it wasn't really foggy anymore, so we decided to head out with our tripods and cameras and shoot some stars. It was low-key a shit show because G's camera broke and I dropped my cable release. Okay, let's see. Oh, there it is. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Outside. We are outside. We are outside. But I did manage to take this photo. I like it. I'm still pretty new to star photography, so this was the only one that really came out nice. But of course I love the colors of the grass in the foreground and then the planes kind of flying up above. And I believe this was shot at f1.8 for 1 minute, in case you were interested. So yeah. What happened? Hey,
I fixed my
bro.
camera.
We were fucking scared as hell, but nah.
Fuck yes.
MX, and now we sleep. We then woke up at the ass crack of dawn to try to get some buttery golden hour photos. Everywhere we went, we saw like this one lighthouse being like put on every single like dish towel and like mug. So we decided to go there. It's called the Portland Head Lighthouse, by the way. We also wanted an excuse to go back to Portland because we had a lot of fun, but it was just too dark there. F22 1/30th. Sometimes you just want to take, you know, the basic shots. 5.6 400. We then took a Flu Flame to the Miss Portland Diner because you know I had to get a cup of that all-American black coffee. It's also where I took this photo. I love the iconic checkerboard floor, and I think the true subject of this photo is that light that was shining through that door.
Don't touch anything.
Don't touch it. Back in Portland. We're at Hunt in order to buy more film because she's on.
Shit, you need more film too.
No, I don't.
You're the one that wanted to come.
What do we get? Aurora, of course. For a nice price.
Street savvy, street candy.
That's good. Crispy crab pizza. Just big.
Oh my gosh.
That's a big moose.
Alright. Thank you so much. Arundel.
This is wild.
So uranium.
And we ended our trip in Kennebunkport, which I thought was gorgeous in this golden hour lighting. It didn't really have my favorite stores, but at least I got this portfolio shot out of it. So what did I learn from shooting 4 rolls in New England this time? For one, I learned that less cameras is always better because you don't have to worry about getting that perfect shot and swapping out gear. 2, it's always better to look for a location beforehand. I found that the photos that I enjoyed the most were from spots that we knew that we were going to go to and we planned to go to. And 3, there are no meese walking around the streets. And don't worry, I did check.